All right. Well, let me talk to you about something then that we almost got wrong, right? So as he said, my name is Cody. I lead product engineering at Life Church. And so we've built tools in the past that people use. They didn't love them, right? And so what happened was that they would get inside the tool and they would use the product and they would do what was needed for the tool, but then they would take it and they would finish the job somewhere else, maybe a note app or another platform that they'd use. And what happened is this resulted in kind of these shadow systems that existed outside of everything and inconsistent data. And then for us, it was just wasted engineering effort. What were we even building tools for, right? And so what we found out is that when a tool becomes an inhibitor to somebody's job instead of a multiplier, that's when you begin to lose equity with your organization. And when you lose equity in your organization, you lose adoption every time. And so we decided we weren't going to let this happen to us again. And so that conviction is what led us to how we built something that we call Life Church Now. And so Life Church Now is a content, right? It's a content hub. It serves all 45 of our locations, each personalized to each of the locations. And what it does is it is accessible from the seat back right in front of you. It brings the right content to the right person at the right moment. And we were competing against tools that the staff was already using, like Linktree and other really well-known tools. So we had to get it right. In order to do this, we had to ask ourselves a question we never asked before. This is Aaron Walters' hierarchy of users' needs. It's functional, reliable, usable, pleasurable. And you probably apply it in some way to your users every day, whether you know it. And so we did too. But we had to ask ourselves this question: what does this hierarchy look like for the people that's actually building the content? See, Magnolia, they gave us functional, they gave us reliable. That was out of the box. For us, we had to bring the usable and the pleasurable for our authors. It's our pastors, our campus staff, our volunteers. It's the people that got into what we say is ministry because they want to be with people. They don't want to wrestle with technology, right? And so we knew what would happen. It's this authoring experience that is the gap between a tool that's tolerated and a tool that's chosen. And if we didn't get this right, we've seen it before. Inhibitor, not multiplier. They'd run right back to Linktree if we tried to force into it, right? So here's two decisions we made, and here's the reasoning behind it. First thing, we learned that it took about 10 clicks to add a piece of content to the page. That's 10 clicks. Half of those clicks were navigating the user away from the content just to bring them back. So we decided, you know what? Rule number one, the author never leaves the flow. Everything that needed exists in the dialogue itself. So not what the system needed to capture, which is a big mistake, but what the author needs to actually publish the content quickly. We built in smart defaults, right? So if you needed to upload an asset, it happens right there. If you needed to schedule content to be published, again, it happens right there in the dialogue. So the interface surfaces what's needed and what's relevant for the task they're actually trying to accomplish in that moment. Everything else can be hidden and wait until they want it, right? So what happens is it's flexibility with guidelines and it's guardrails with ability to move fast, but without getting lost. The second thing we learned, it's actually about something that's really much smaller, okay? So what happened was we built in scheduling, as I just said, but we forgot to build any kind of indicator to let them know what the status of the card was. So they were going through every single card on every single page, drilling down every single time, and this was just wasted effort for this. The simple fix is we added a status bar on the toe. So status, state, at a glance, 2 seconds per card. And then we know this is not now just a UI improvement. This is time given back. So small friction removed from a repeated task. It's not a small win. It compounds. So here's how we knew that it worked. 6 campuses in a beta project, all in. 6 came to 8. 8 came to 13 because they started talking and leadership said, forget the pilot. We're going all in on this. No more Linktree. This is a tool that we're going to use. So one of our pastors, she said it better than I ever could. She said, we had hesitancies getting into this system just because we'd been used to the tools that we'd known and loved. But as soon as we got into it, we realized we could personalize every aspect of it. It was a life change and is a game changer and a lifesaver. And so that's a user calling a feature a game changer and a lifesaver. They weren't going back to Linktree anymore. So Your platform is only as good as those willing to use it. Treat your authors like users, and that's how Tool becomes a multiplier. Thank you. Yeah,
Sure. Thanks for your talk.
of course.
Just what would be like the one thing that you'd like us? Here we go. Here we go. All right. Anfänger. What's the one thing that Magnolia could add to dialogues that would, you think, make the usability help you the most?
Well, so I'll tell you this. So we've been seeing it, right? So the new dialogues that are coming, those are the things that we're all asking for. It's can we stay in the moment, right? The in place editing, it's the scheduling, it's the content, like keep it right there. The less clicks, that's what everybody wants. How many clicks does it take to get content published? And because that's time given back. And that's what all of our people want is I want to do the thing and I want to get back to what I'm passionate about. So I think you're doing it.
Okay,
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
Okay, so thanks so much, Cody.